Peace, 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 y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to day 13 of our winter wellness check-in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Peace, peace. Peace, smiles. Welcome, welcome. So happy Wednesday. I know it's like midweek, right? So what I want us to do real quick, peace, 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 God. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. She is in the building. Well, right first, I want us to take a breath. You know, it's midweek, so what we're going to do is take a breath through our nose real quick. Hold it, and then we'll just release through our mouth. You know, we'll take one more breath in. Hold it, and release. Welcome, 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 everyone. Okay, I think we're ready, right? So tonight, I am super excited. Welcome. I'm super excited to invite our special guest, who I'm just super grateful for connecting with. Okay, so her name is Iyana Anderson. She is in the building. I wanna give you your accolades before you come on. Oh, welcome, 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 Jersey Views. So I have your bio here so I don't miss anything. People need to know the work that you're doing, okay? So she is a licensed social worker, mental health advocate, wellness innovator, devoted and dedicated to improving mental health literacy and community well-being. Okay, so she's got nearly a decade of experience working in nonprofits, state government, healthcare, and she blends professional expertise with lived experience, which is so important when we're working with community. You know, and so she is the founder, the CEO of Well Together, a company that provides evidence-based mental health workshops, trainings, and events for organization and communities. And Iyana creates exclusive or inclusive, cultural responsive, and practical spaces that challenge stigma, which is so important, builds resistance, and supports emotional well-being. So what we're going to do, we're going to get her on, you know, let's see, here we go. She already invited me into the... So we're going to go here. Let's see if this works. We'll hit accept. And so we're going to bring her on, and hopefully we can talk about how we met and some of the projects she's... Oh, peace.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, I am good. How are you doing on this beautiful week? How are you doing?
I am doing well. I'm so excited for this.
Oh, good. Me too. I'm glad that we could do this together. So, you know, I just want to share a little bit of how we met, and some of the projects that you had invited me to be a part of. And then that'll just, you know, go right into your Women in Wellness, your 5th annual Women in Wellness Summits, which I'm super excited to talk about. Okay. So, I think we first got introduced at Equal Space in Newark, right? And we were working on completely separate projects for the North to Shore Festival that was happening that year, right? And so from there, we stayed connected. And you had invited me to be a part of your Soulful Summer series in July of 2024.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah, 2024. And so there I was able to bring my Graceful Wellness Hoops workshops to the community of Newark, the military park in Newark. So that experience, being able to bring movement, bring joy, and bring like a grounding experience and grounding practices to the community, being able to have that, I just truly appreciate you. And that just that meant a lot to me. And so then just last year, in your Women in Wellness Summit, organized by you and your amazing crew, you know, it was just such a powerful experience where you had also invited me to do a wellness activity with the hoops, with the women in the room. So I know everybody was very like sitting down and taking in all this really juicy and heavy information. So it was so important for us to be able to get up and move our bodies and really embody, you know, what we've been talking about for the last, you know, couple of days, you know. So I wanted us, it's such a great experience for us to just, you know, release the tension embody joy that we so deserve, you know? And so I love that. And you had other practitioners and speakers and educators also in the room. So, you know, the care and the intention and the space that you created was, it really reflected community, you know? And so that's what, you know, when that's done right, that's when it's done on purpose. So, you know, you did that with all intention and all purpose. So I appreciate you. So I'd love to talk and share more about your journey in this experience, and your heart behind the summit, and what folks can expect for this year's summit. So if you want to share, the
Sure,
floor is
sure.
yours.
Yes, and I just want to say thank you. I'm so glad that we connected and so grateful for your work, and just want to say thank you for all that you do and the ways that we've been able to meaningfully connect and really support the community. So thank you and shout out to you. Hey y'all, hey y'all. So again, Iyana Anderson, founder and CEO of Well Together. And this year we have our fifth annual Women in Wellness Summit. So that's something we do, our annual event, a part of Well Together. And really the purpose or the purpose behind starting the Women in Wellness Summit is that being in the wellness space, being in the mental health space, even being in like college as a student, like I didn't see myself represented too much in those rooms, right? Or if I go to trainings, or any kind of like continuing education for mental health or within the wellness space, didn't always see myself represented in the room. So really want to create a space where me and people who look like me are represented in that room, right? Whether it be the speakers, wellness facilitators, but just letting us know that wellness is not just a luxury, but it's something that we deserve, and we can have access to, or we should have access to, at any point that we need to, right? Um, and then also holistic wellness is really important as well too. I think lots of time, even just thinking about mental health, we kind of like separate the mental from the physical and all those things. And I think that really mental health should be looked at in a holistic manner, because it's not just your mind, but it can also be, I like to look at the 8 dimensions of wellness, right? It can also be your finances causing you, spiritually not being connected to purpose, socially, so not having a support system. So it goes on and on, your environment. So really looking at those different things. So we really take that holistic approach and looking at all these different areas of your life, and we have speakers that are representative of all these different areas as well too. So looking at that holistic approach. And then finally, community. I know you've been talking about that. I came on, I believe it was on Monday, and I heard you talking about community, and that was so Monday or Tuesday, and that was really resonated with me too. But really community, I think within mental health, and there's the stigma within lots of Black and brown communities. Sometimes we think that we have to do it all alone. So I know for me, coming up in a Caribbean background, shout out to Antigua and Guyana, right? So coming up in that background, or that household, is like what happens in this house stays in this house, right? And
Mhm.
it's like you feel like you have to figure it out on your own. And I felt like that's what I needed to do for so long. And I just want to let people know that they are not alone. So again, the purpose of the summit is representation, holistic wellness, and community. So that's what it's all about.
Amazing, amazing. That's so, like, can you tell us a little bit more of what we'll expect? Like, if there, do you have any speakers that you're excited about, or activities that you're excited about? And share the date with everyone so everybody can write this down, put it in the calendars, everyone. So, because tickets are on sale, I believe.
Absolutely. Yes. Tickets are on sale. So this year's theme is unapologetically centered. And I think I'm really most excited about that, and, all the speakers that we brought together this year. But really just thinking about last year's theme was breakthrough and bloom. And I felt like last year was a breakthrough and bloom year. It had its ups and downs, but I think we broke through lots of barriers and bloomed in beautiful ways. But I think also just thinking about all the things that have been happening in the world, where it's lots of external chaos, and for some people there might be some internal chaos or challenges that people might be dealing with. Like, how do we center ourselves when there's so much going on outside and maybe inside as well too? And how do we do it unapologetically, right? Like without the guilt, without thinking that we don't deserve this, but like really centering ourselves and grounding ourselves in whatever way that looks like. So really wanting to bring that to the forefront. So super excited for that. And I think my word for the year too is unapologetic. So how can I be more
Mm,
unapologetic about my goals, or any room, using my voice, right? And any
yes.
room I step into, and even my boundaries, right? So really, that's the theme, and that's what I'm really excited about. So we have conversations around rest, and I think these are like the conversations that like we need to have, right? To be more unapologetic about, right? So
Yes.
rest, we're talking about embodiment, the mind body connection, values in your relationships, and we have some other topics about like energy healing and things of that sort too. So like those energies that we have around us, right? And the energies we're putting forth, right, into the world and into different spaces. So I
Mm.
think it's all important and really embody the idea of unapologetically centered. So really excited about that. And the date is March 7th, 2026, and it's going to be at Kean University in Union, New Jersey. So super excited. And the little tagline that I've been using is "Come as you are and leave centered." So super excited about that.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. So I know this is going to be so great because last year was just so amazing. With the vendors too, you get to connect with the wellness vendors as well. So many different types of products, wellness products. So like journals to healthy or physical services, whether it's like Zumba exercises, so many different vendors, clothing too, some like custom
Yeah.
pieces. I remember so
Yes.
I love it. It's such a great time just to really connect, especially with women who are dedicated to having a holistic well-being. So if you haven't written down the date, March 7th, okay, y'all. And
Yes.
so tell us where we can find you and the information we can get to the links.
Yeah, so you can go to my website, welltogether.us, but also everything is tagged in the link in the bio. We also have a Women in Wellness Summit page on Instagram, so just type that in and you can find us. And we're sharing all the information you need to know about the summit. You'll get a chance to meet the speakers. We have some podcasts coming up, podcast episodes with the speakers, so you get to know a little bit more about them and their areas of expertise. But then also we're doing some lives as well too with the speakers. So really just that space to get to know the speakers, get to know a little bit more about the Women in Wellness Summit, get to feel the vibes of what you can expect to feel in the room, and just spend some time with us. So super excited for all of those things that's coming. We're still kind of in the planning zone, and we have some other updates that we'll be sharing with you all soon. But yeah, just really super excited. And every time I'm just always excited to just really just be in community with everyone. I think just feeling the way it's been great over these last few years. It's going to be 5 years that I've been in business as well too. So yes,
Yeah,
yes. So really just right,
yeah,
exactly, right. So just really seeing the community that we've built and just how it continues to grow, and just how we're able to just bring people together. I think there's so much division in the world, and it could feel like that a lot of times, but really just have an opportunity to really bring people together in a meaningful way for them to connect, experience joy, as you mentioned before too, and have wellness facilitators or practitioners like yourself be in the room where I think sometimes it can feel like we're siloed, right? There's so many silos, or we're not always connecting, but being able to bring us together, show people like you can have this, and this, and how we can work together,
yes.
because we all bring something different and meaningful to the space, to the work. So just really excited for all of that. So
Oh my goodness. And that I can't say anything more than that was amazing. So make sure you guys tap in with Women in Wellness Summit on Instagram. Check out the lives that will be happening and check out the speakers that, will be attending. Oh, good. We've got some comments. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent information. Thank you. Stay strong and stay safe. Thank
Thank
you. We
you.
appreciate
Likewise.
you.
Likewise. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love it. Oh, great. So thank you again, Iyana, for your work, your vision, and continuing to create space for women who can reconnect to themselves and each other, So thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you for having me. And thank you
Oh,
again for all that you do.
I appreciate you. You're welcome. Thank you. And thank you.
Yes. And before we go, actually, I want to actually ask in the comments, or for the people watching, what does unapologetically centered mean to you? Does it resonate with you in any way? Or
Mm,
even if it's the unapologetic part or the centered part? And
yeah.
Rachel, I gotta ask you too. So
Oh, unapologetic. So that really means, I think I had said it in a live too. One of the things that I want to be able to, be unapologetically centered is my joy,
mm,
So being able, because sometimes I'm happy, I'm going and I'm moving and I'm flowing. And there's some, the energies that come and, you're around, and sometimes they can knock you down, or, they can try to make you seem like, you're not supposed to be happy, or you're not
mhm,
supposed to be doing this way, and so being able to be centered in my joy and in my work, is really, really, really grounding to me. I think on my vision board, I had put, joy is my compass. And so I
mm,
just follow that wherever I go, that's my center. That's where I'm unapologetically gonna be. So I love it. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? And if
yeah,
not, once we post this, because this will be collaborated on both of our pages,
okay.
make sure you add it in the comments so that we can hear and we can support you too. You know?
Absolutely. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
I,
And I mean, just to that point too, just I really always like to let people know that, the summit is not just an event that you come to, just to come to, you can, but I really like it to be intentional. I'm intentional about, everything that I put into the space, so really just thinking about what this actually means to you before you come, right? And how you can make the most of that experience. So
Oh
thank you.
yes, be intentional with everything you do, wherever you go, you want to have that intention. And so I love
Absolutely.
that. Thank you for making sure that we have that intention. Oh, we've got another
Yes.
comment. Okay. So here we go. For the creative healer. So for me, it means to be able to express any sort of emotion within a
Mhm.
community space. Ooh, I
So
love that.
powerful.
Mm. Oh, that's so good. Yes, we love it. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes. Anybody else? But again, if you don't have time to write it, would love to hear it in the comment section when we post. All right. Yes, hearts, hearts, hearts. I love it. Thank you again, Iyana. This has been
Yeah.
such a good conversation, and it's
Thank
always so great to connect with you.
Likewise, likewise. Thank you so much.
Oh, of course. Oh, is there anything else going on? Oh, here we go. Working with and for community. Yes.
Those are some
Mm.
powerful, powerful. I like those.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Giving us all these thoughts and ideas. Oh, this is so great.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh,
Absolutely.
love it, love it, love it. Keep it going. So
Right.
before we close, I do want to mention that tomorrow we do have another special guest, y'all. So his name is Dr. Jamard Banks, and he is also known as Herb Gotti on TikTok. So he is a medicinal herbologist, a natural health coach, so we've met through other adventures and things, and I can see that he has so much education and things to share. And I was like, you need to come on, and provide and share what you have with the community. So he'll be here, and he also understands the importance of community wellness. So I'm excited to have him tomorrow at 6:30 live. All right, y'all. So thank you again, Iyana. I will
Thank
talk
you.
soon. I will talk
Yes.
soon.
Take care,
Okay.
y'all. Thank y'all.
Yes, take care. Peace, peace, peace.